Hi guys, good evening and welcome back to Gradeup. My name is Harshmeet Singh. नमस्कार, आप सबका एक बार फिर से ग्रेडअप में स्वागत है। आप मुझे लाइव देख रहे हैं इस समय ग्रेडअप IAS के YouTube चैनल पर। You are all watching me live on the Gradeup IAS YouTube channel and I welcome you all to this important class. My name is Harshmeet Singh. As you know, this week has been our mini series where we are trying to cover the recommendations given by the second ARC. Second ARC, as you know, and we have discussed also in the past, the Second Administrative Reforms Commission has given about 15 reports in total. Of these 15 reports, we will be discussing and hand-picking some of them. We have already had 3 videos till now. We had discussed about the second ARC report on ethics and governance, the second ARC report on RTI, that was on Tuesday. Yesterday, that is on Wednesday, we had discussed the second ARC recommendations on local governance in India, how to improve the local governance. Now, today we have taken up another report of ARC and some of its recommendations, especially which are relevant to you. So we will be discussing about the personal administration recommendation and how to improve them in India. Good evening to everyone, those who have joined in. Make sure that you do hit the like button on YouTube. You also subscribe to the Gradeup IAS YouTube channel अगर अभी तक नहीं किया है तो. Now, what exactly is this report all about और इसमें क्या है? So this report mainly talks about how can we improve the structure of bureaucracy in India. Bureaucracy, IAS officers, इनका जो selection process है, the process that they go through, can it be changed, can it be improved और ये कैसे improve हो सकता है? This is what this report talks about. And I have picked up some of the important pointers from this report. We'll be discussing them one by one. And you can also see if you like them or not. After all, you are also from this field, right? So if the government does recommend or does accept these recommendations, it would also impact you personally. So let's see. First and the pretty important change recommended from my point of view personally is to set up an institution that would be a national institution of public administration. Now, I'll tell you, let me explain what exactly this is. Abhi kya hota hai? After class 12th, if you want to prepare for the IAS examination, you join any degree course, you join any college because you need to get a bachelor's degree to write the exam, right? So you join the college. Many times you just join the college कि भाई कुछ ना कुछ तो graduation करना ही है, but all your mind is in the IAS examination. You have to study for your college also, so that is an additional burden. After that, what happens? You are not being able to focus on college and even on your IAS examination. So the recommendation is government should set up some colleges or some institutes and maybe let's say name them National Institute of Public Administration. क्या करें उनमें? These institutions will be the one that will offer you bachelor degree courses in those subjects which you have to read for the IAS examination. So for example, they can offer you bachelor degree in public administration, bachelor degree in governance, so that in the college itself, you will read all those things which you have to study for the IAS examinations. So that at the end of your preparation, even if you don't make it through, unfortunately, you at least will have the graduation degree in that subject only. And then maybe you can explore other options, maybe go into teaching, maybe go into research, maybe go into PhD and other kind of things. So rather than government actually forcing the people, forcing the IAS aspirants to study separately for their college and study separately for this examination, why not combine the two? Why not have them join the graduation and their college where the same things will be taught which they have to study anyway? They can be called National Institutes of Public Administration. They will also save the fees of students because now they have to pay a separate fee for college and separate money has to be spent for their preparation, etc. So if that is combined, if the college is the same as in that you need to study otherwise for your job and you're aspiring for, that will make sure that you are on the right track and you will be able to make sure that you are actually focusing only on one single thing rather than going into 3 or 4 different directions. Now, obviously, that recommendation has not been accepted so far. Some of you may like it, some of you may not like it. The other recommendation that they have given is about the age. See, under political pressure, and I would not even say under political pressure, but under pressure to get more and more votes, over the years, the age limit that is allowed in the IAS examination or the civil service examination has just been increased. With the increase of age limit, there are some problems, and I'll discuss what these problems are. But first of all, the recommendation is that the age limit should be looked into once again. For general category, 21 to 25 should be the age where you can give the examination. For OBC category, 21 to 28, till 25 for general, till 28 for OBC, till 29 for SC, ST and physically handicapped people. Also, number of attempts should be restricted. Right now, a general category student has 6 attempts. That should be curtailed to 3. OBC should get 5. SC, ST, physically handicapped should get 6 attempts. Now, that is something which I at least would favor, and I'll tell you why. And why is this being done? See, the people that you see getting at a very high position these days, let's say cabinet secretary, those are people who actually entered the services at a very young age, 21. And 21 is a minimum age right now, right? Earlier, that minimum age was even less than 21. So there is the people who actually get to be at very high positions, let's say cabinet secretary, they reach that position because they entered the services at a very young age, 21, 22, maximum 23. Now that you have people entering the services at 27, 28, 29, even when their retirement comes, they will not be able to reach that high position. So that is one. The second reason is, see, when you say that till the age of 32 you can prepare as a general category candidate and you give the person 6 attempts, the problem is you are actually stretching this dream too long. There are so many people, thousands of people, who for whatever reason, unfortunately, could not clear the examination. Maybe they were not good enough, maybe there were some other problems, maybe they had to do a job with it. So they keep on giving attempts with a hope कि अगली बार हो जाएगा, अगली बार हो जाएगा. Till their 6 attempts are over, they keep on giving this examination thinking that maybe I will crack it. The problem is, by the time that you reach the age 32 and you realize कि भाई ठीक है, अब I don't have this, I have to do something else, you are too late to jump into any other career. And the prime years of your youth, where you could have jumped into any career, you could have done a lot of great things, the prime years of your youth, you have wasted in this examination. I'm not saying it's a waste, but you could have used that much more constructively. So let's say if you are 25 years of age and you know कि भाई now this is something that I won't be able to do, that means that you can now concentrate on something else. I know it feels bad as an aspirant, you want all the more attempts that you can get, but trust me, at a time when you have given 3, 4, 5 attempts, the point is that you just keep on dragging yourself thinking, let's give one more attempt, let's give one more attempt, let's have one more shot, maybe this time I'll get through. That waste a lot of precious year, and that is not just a waste for you, it's a waste for the entire country, because you as the youth of the country have the responsibility to take the society forward. And when you waste these youthful years in an examination with a hope ki next time, maybe next time, maybe next time, and before you know it, a lot of time is over. So that is also that at least I would, or at least I would be in favor of this, but again that has not been accepted, because in India, see, and not just in India, in any democracy, giving something to the people is easy, taking it back is almost impossible. Similarly, increasing the maximum age is easy. For any examination, you can increase the maximum age, that is very easy. But you cannot decrease it, because you know when you decrease it, the people will then start to say, we will not vote, this is a bad government, etc. So that is something that the governments are just not willing to do. And not just this, the problem is, in this case, when you actually have a situation where government has given, let's say, reservation to people who would not even need it, and there are many demands that reservation should be taken back, we cannot do that, because again taking it back is very difficult. The other recommendation is about the structure of the examination. Now, this is very interesting. Now, right now you have prelims, and then after about, let's say, 3 months, you have mains. After 3-4 months, you start the interviews. If you look at the entire examination cycle of UPSC, the entire examination cycle is almost 7 to 8 months. Now that wastes a lot of time, because let's say you gave the prelims, then you gave the interview, and then at the last, at the interview stage, you are not able to clear the examination. Right? At the interview stage, let's say you were not able to clear the examination. So now you have to repeat the entire circle, and your almost 1 year is waste. So there is a suggestion that it should be changed. The structure should be changed. How? So let's say on your prelims and your mains should be conducted together. Let's say today you have the prelims. Next day or after 2 days you should have the mains examination, because the syllabus is almost the same. You study almost the same things. That's the optional is extra 2-3 subject like world history, international relations extra for the mains, but largely the syllabus is the same. So rather than making the person wait for so much time for the mains examination, why not have the prelims and the mains examination together, evaluate those papers, and then after 3-4 months call the person just for the personality interview test, rather than making him wait for first the mains examination, then into the prelim, then into the interview. That is a very long time, and that makes it a very big circle. The cycle of the examination is too big, that even if you are out at the last stage, you have a feel that you have wasted almost an entire year. In this method, when you have mains and prelims together, and just after some months you have the interview, at least the examination cycle would be compressed into 3 to 4 months, rather than being 7 to 8 months long. So that is also something that has been suggested but not being implemented. As you can see, most recommendations of ARC have not been implemented on the ground. Now you might or might not like it, but understand the fact that all these recommendations are extremely important, well thought out, good reasoning behind them. But the government of India, for whatever reason, has not accepted any of these. The other thing that they talk about is entry into civil services. Now, after you complete after, let's say, apart from the IAS examination, most people also give the state PCS examination, right? With the hope that after some days, they would come up and become at the same rank as the IAS officers. There is a law about that, but in reality, there are PCS officers who have been into the state services for 15, 18, 20 years, and they are not promoted to IAS level. Now that should be changed. The suggestion is UPSC should conduct an examination, a separate examination for state civil services officers. So if you're working in a state PCS, or you were recruited by state PCS, you're working at a state civil service officer, you should be allowed to give an examination after 8 to 10 years of your service. If you are able to clear that examination, you should be at grade A level. So you should come at par with the central services level if you manage to clear that examination. Because many people join the state civil services hoping that they would be promoted to the central civil services, but that there have been many cases in the court where there have been 15, 18 years since the service of the state civil services officers has started, but their chance at promotion has just not come. And this is a suggestion that should be followed, that there should be a proper examination, and whoever is capable enough can clear the examination from the state civil services and can join the IAS. Again, this recommendation has not been accepted so far. As you can see, some interesting recommendations, none of them really accepted, but at least you know in your mind, if there is a question that is asked about how to refurbish the civil service in India, you have some suggestions. Again, reminding you, if you are preparing for the IAS examination and you want help of Gradeup experts, you can join the Gradeup Super subscription. You can have the 2021 IAS crash course, foundation courses to cover entire prelims and mains syllabus for 2022 or 23, or you can even just renew your EPFO exam, so that the EPFO examination that is coming up, the date has been announced, that is the 5th of September, you are prepared for that. The IAS course, the foundation course that is, would have over 500 live interactive classes on the Gradeup platform. You will be given PDF notes of all those classes which are made by experts. You will get 30 sectional and mock tests and over 4,000 practice questions. As I said, these are the different options that you have. You can choose from them while planning to buy for the Gradeup Super subscription. This is what you will get. You will get access to all the running and upcoming courses in the UPSC category. So just one single fees and you can get a lot of batches that you can join. You get structured study plans, you get expert faculties, best study material, mock tests, PDF quizzes, and lot more. Your faculty member includes many highly respected and experienced teachers who have given their IAS interview themselves multiple times and have been teaching in this field for many years now and are highly experienced in their own field. I'm sure you have attended many of their classes on the Gradeup app and on YouTube as well. These are these people, again experts of their respective subjects. We are also on Telegram. Do join this channel. Search for Gradeup IAS preparation. You can get a lot of study material and short notes from this channel. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Do watch me tomorrow as well, as I bring to you the last video of this mini series tomorrow. Till then, bye guys. Take care of yourself. Good night.